Ugh, my nose is running every time I put on makeup. Hey guys, your eyes do not deceive you. I am posting a favorites video before the end of the month. The last time that I actually posted a favorites video was years ago, and I'm pretty sure I was late on it, like late on uploading it. But I mean, peep the hair, peep the nails, like LA's got me feeling some type of way. I actually get a lot of messages like that of people like, oh my god, it is so obvious that since you moved to LA, you're like a different person. The truth is, I am really happy here. I am feeling like clear-minded. I feel like I know what I want to do and I have the energy to do it. Also, I got extensions, which I'm pretty sure I told you guys I wanted to get, but I don't think I've shown them to you yet, so here they are. I wanted to do a favorites video because this was the first month in a long time that I actually like the shit I'm using. I always feel like my makeup comes out like shit. I always feel cakey. I always feel like it didn't come out good. You know what I'm saying? Like the more time I spend doing it, the worse it comes out. Like I don't understand it, but I have been like in a slump with my makeup and just so many things in my life actually for the past few years. Besito, mama. Ay, qué rico. Anyway, point is, I just wanted to do a favorites video and kind of show you guys the things that I've been loving. Some of this is new, most of it is not. Most of it is stuff I've used for a long time. But I never had like a collection of things to tell you about. I always had just one thing, and I'm like, I can't make a favorites video on one thing that I like out of all the shit I own. But I do feel like a lot of these things have helped me just feel better about the way I put my makeup on. Like, it makes me glow. So anyway, I'm not gonna ramble too long. Let's just get into the favorites video. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is probably my favorite out of everything here. Maybe not. I don't know. You know me. I'm very indecisive. Can't make up my fucking mind. Anyway, also I just realized that my air conditioning was on that whole time. Hope you could hear me because I am not filming that again. Anyway, this is an oil and I do not use oils on my face like ever. I used to have really oily skin, then I had my baby, now I have combination skin. So I get dry everywhere except my T-zone area that gets oily throughout the day. It's just annoying, like I never really know what to do with my skin. But then I started trying this oil. This is the HERBIVORE Emerald Cannabis Sativa Hemp Deep Moisture Glow Oil. That is a fucking mouthful. I normally don't like the way that oils like react on my skin, if that makes sense. If I put them on and then put on foundation, it's just too slippery. Even if I put a little bit, it still just makes my whole look greasy. And if it doesn't make it look greasy in that moment, in like an hour, my face is greasy. I had heard about the trick of putting a little bit of oil in your foundation and that would make it look flawless, but I never found success with that. Like my makeup always looked like shit when I would put oil on it until I tried this oil. Well, okay, here's the thing. I moved to Los Angeles, as I've said 5,000 times, but basically since I moved here, it's a lot drier here. So I don't know if that has anything to do with why this oil is so great, but I looked up online and this has like 5-star reviews. Everybody loves this. This is a perfect mixture between those oils that kind of sit on your skin and the ones that sink really quickly into your skin and then you're kind of actually dry after using it. I don't know if that makes sense. Like this is not a super slippery oil, but it's not one that like you don't feel there once you put it in. What the fuck am I talking about? I don't know. I just like the way it feels on my skin, but that's not all I like about it. Once I put it on, I usually put either a smoothing primer in my T-zone or something like in addition to it. This is not the only primer I use, but it is the majority of what I put all over my face. Anything else I just like kind of pat into my T-zone. But any foundation that I put over this looks so much fucking better. This is amazing. It has made my face look glowy even after putting on powder. Like I genuinely don't know if you could tell. Well, obviously I have a shit ton of highlight on, but I'll give you an example. Like I have a pimple right here, and normally when I have a pimple, anytime I try to cover it up, like yeah, I could cover up the color, but it still looks dry and just looks a little weird. I zoomed you in so you could see, but basically it just makes everything look fucking flawless. This is just one of the best oils that I have ever used, and I can't get enough of it. Like seriously, the way my makeup applies is just so different with it. Like I rarely buy something and notice the difference this much. So yeah, that is absolutely amazing. Another thing that I've been using for my skin is this Glam Glow Supermud clearing treatment. And I know everybody knows about this shit. Okay, you've probably tried it. I never wanted to try it because it is so expensive. This is $59. Like no thank you. It also smells like licorice, which is literally disgusting. I do not enjoy the scent because I absolutely hate licorice, but I love this. No, it doesn't sound like it, but I swear I do. I'm really into detoxifying masks because I am a person who picks my skin. Even though I try really hard not to, I still fucking do it. So like if I go crazy on my skin and I'm just like fucking popping everything and everything's all red, this is the perfect thing to put on. It is really intense. It really burns like really bad. I put this on my husband and he's such a little baby. Like he was literally like, I can't, it's tingling. Oh my God, it's burning so bad. It's not that bad, but it is an intense burn. Well, that's pretty bad. That sounds bad. But once it dries down, it doesn't burn anymore. It's just in the beginning when it's wet on your face, it is really intense. Normally, I would say you can find another mask for way cheaper. And I do think that that would be the case. I'm not saying this is like, oh my God, the best mask I've ever used. But I personally have noticed the difference in both mine and my husband's skin. I make him put this on and he has horrendous blackheads on his nose. His pores are like this big. So they get so dirty and the blackheads are just ginormous. And after using this mask, they are visibly reduced. Like you can see that this has taken out some of the dirt and shit on his nose. So I really like this for like a clearing treatment, if that makes sense. Like if you feel like your skin is just gross and has a lot of just shit in it, this is amazing. And they do sell sample sizes that are still fucking expensive, but like honestly, I love this. It's really good. Sorry. I wish I hated it. Trust me, it's expensive. I don't want to have to buy this again, but I will. Okay, so next I want to talk about the foundation that I've been loving. It is the combination that I'm wearing on my skin right now. I have a lot of trouble with foundations. I am always cakey. I always am embarrassed to like go out in the daytime. I have always envied people that didn't need to use a lot of foundation. Like they could just put a little bit and conceal in certain areas. I just have shit to cover up. My skin is really red. I have scarring. A lot of times I will have breakouts. So it's like, I am not that bitch that could put on a fucking CC cream and go out the door. Nothing will be covered. And so that being said, I always look cakey, like always. So I've had a lot of trouble with finding good foundation. If you guys have seen the last Get Ready With Me that me and Kathleen did on her channel, I tried this for the first time. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Freshwear foundation, and I am not gonna lie, I do not like this on its own. I mean, I know everybody loves it. Everybody I've seen has like raved about this, and it's not that it's bad, it's just heavy. It is not Freshwear, like at all. It just looks super cakey on me, and although I wish I liked it more because it is affordable, it is just not, it's not the vibe. Not the vibe I'm going for. So one day I was looking at my foundation drawer because I have a bunch of foundations that were like given to me or that I just have laying around that I never use. And one of them was this Makeup Forever Water Blend Foundation. And this is obviously on the pricier side. Makeup Forever foundation is not cheap. And I know it's annoying for me to put this in my favorites saying that I like these two together, but I feel like I have to mention that this is a combination I've been using because a lot of people have been commenting on my skin or how my skin looks and that my foundation looks good, and this is what it is. So I gotta let a bitch know. This foundation mix to me is just heavenly. Like seriously, I put 50-50 of each and it just, wow. It is such a beautiful finish. It is not heavy at all. It covers just the right amount. I only have to like correct with concealer in certain places, but it just looks really pretty. And the best fucking part about it is that it lasts forever on my skin, like seriously. So that is what I've been doing for my face, putting on this glow oil, a little bit of primer on my T-zone, and then these two foundations, and seriously, the best thing I've ever done. It sucks because I wish I could just recommend to you like a drugstore foundation that's amazing, but I really didn't love it on its own. And I tried to mix it with other foundations and I didn't like that either. So this is the only foundation I found that when mixed with the Infallible one is just perfection. Okay, so this next thing, you guys already know if you have seen my channel at all in the last few months that I am obsessed with. This is the JCAT Beauty, I mean, I'm pretty sure you're rolling your eyes right now. The JCAT Beauty Prismetal Chrome Eye Mousse, specifically in Chrome Galaxy. This is my favorite shade. As you can tell, I have used a shit ton of this. I use it almost every day. I'm gonna zoom you in so you can see. It is just very fucking pretty. In my opinion, it just adds the prettiest look to your eye ever. Like nowadays, if I put on an eyeshadow, I cannot resist putting this on top. Every shimmer eyeshadow, it doesn't matter the brand, it's not done until I put this on it. This is seriously part of my everyday makeup, and a lot of times I won't use so much. Like I don't want my eyes to be super glittery because you could definitely build this up to look really intense. But what I like to do is just grab a little bit of it, kind of like dot it off on my hand, and then just put the glittery part on my eye just to make it look more, you know, glittery. This is only $5, I believe, and to me that's insane. This is better, in my opinion, than the Hourglass scatter lights, you know what I'm talking about. This is Hourglass glitter things. It's better than those. Like, this is just amazing and it's so affordable and I just love it. Speaking of JCAT beauty, another favorite of mine is this Aquasurance compact foundation powder. I cannot live without this. This already is like, I need a new one for sure. This is so high coverage. I would never use this as a foundation, although I've seen people use it. It doesn't look bad. But if you have any sort of acne or anything that needs covering up, sometimes I'll even put it under my eye if I'm like really tired and I look like shit. But if you have anything to cover up, use your concealer and then grab like a dense fluffy brush, rub it into this, and then pat it over where you covered, and your pimple or whatever you're covering will literally disappear. Like, obviously you can't hide texture, but any color that might be showing through, you know, if you have some scars and stuff, after your foundation, your concealer, and your powder, like, you'll still show a little bit of that color, that redness coming through. This gets rid of it entirely. This is the best thing I've ever used, the best powder that I've ever used for covering up acne or scars or whatever. This is amazing and also super affordable, so I love it. Another powder that is not so affordable but still really, really good is this Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. I know everybody has like talked about this. The only thing I don't like about it is this packaging is really stupid. It is a mission and a half because of the way that this cap is. Like, it has this weird ridge, which I think is supposed to help you, but also just makes everything more annoying. It's just hard to use, whatever. Anyway, the powder itself, I don't love for the under eye. I'm gonna be completely honest. It is not my favorite for under the eyes at all, but for the rest of the face to just set all over, this is so pretty. Like, seriously, I also attribute this to like how glowy I've been feeling lately, because like this just makes your skin look flawless. Honestly, I always set it like right away. If you have seen my videos, then you know that after I powder and before I do bronzer, blush, and highlight, I always put a setting mist just to kind of like help the powder sink into the skin, and it's almost always my Morphe continuous setting mist. But anyway, that's besides the point. I do still set this, but once I do, like, it just melts into my skin. It just looks fucking amazing. So yeah, this for all over the face is amazing, and I know it's super expensive, but since you're not using it like to pack or bake under the eyes, or at least I don't use it for that, I don't go through product very quick. There is a lot in here and it lasts me forever, so it's worth the price in my opinion. Obviously it's my opinion. Can I stop saying that? Like, it's my video, it's my opinion, we've got it. Something else that I have been loving is this butter bronzer. This is not the original shade, I don't think. I know they have multiple shades. This is Sunkissed bronzer, and I love it. I seriously love it. I despise the smell. Like, literally, I hate it. It smells like rotten coconuts. Like, I know everybody loves this smell. I know it's my unpopular opinion. I'm the bitch. I always hate everything. But seriously, this smell is like putrid to me. Like, I despise it. But it doesn't like linger on your skin. You don't even notice the smell once it's on. Like, once you close this, like, the smell is gone. So that's not a really big deal to me. But anyway, I just love a slightly orangey vibe. Like, I don't like an orange bronzer, but I do like a little bit in there just to look Sunkissed. Isn't that the name of this? It's really easily blendable. It looks amazing. This has been my go-to. I know I was using my Becca one for a long time, but this is even more easily blendable than that one. Like, this is just wonderful. I know I'm late to the party, but at least I came. Okay, so I only have a few more things, but one of them is a skincare. I should have probably put this after the mask. Whatever. The next thing that I have really been liking is this Trader Joe's Rose Water Facial Toner. In my How I Cleared My Acne video, I let you guys know that I love rose water facial toners. Like, that is one of the reasons that I attribute to having cleared my skin. Like, my skin just loves rose. I was using at that time a Cocoa Kind. That's the brand of the rose water that I was using, and a lot of you guys actually let me know that Trader Joe's had this for like $3. So it's a lot cheaper than the one I talked about. So I went to Trader Joe's and I bought this, and it's amazing. I put this on every time I wash my face, sometimes in the morning when I wake up, and it just helps keep my skin clear. It's very, very cheap. So if you have a Trader Joe's by you, this is a great way to try rose water and see if it works for your skin, because it really, really works for mine. Another thing for skincare, and this has to be my favorite skincare thing that I'm showing in this video, is this Laneige water sleeping mask. I have been wanting to try these hydrating sleeping masks for a long time. I thought it was kind of gimmicky, but a lot of people have said that they work really well, they make your skin really soft, whatever. I had a sample for this that I got from Sephora, and one day I ran out of moisturizer and I was like, let me just try this. And oh my god, this is just this is just wonderful. The best thing about this is it's huge. You literally get 2.3 fluid ounces for $25. I have tried so many moisturizers. I literally said in my skincare video that I tried every moisturizer, but none of them make a difference on my skin. Like, it doesn't matter what moisturizer I use. And that was until I tried this. It's kind of like a gel texture. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's not a greasy cream. I feel like a lot of moisturizers are greasy creams. I don't know if that makes sense, but it just doesn't feel nice on my skin. This feels watery, like a water gel, but literally the second it dries, you feel your skin and it is like a baby's ass. It is so soft. After a week of using it, I noticed that my skin just looked a lot better. It just felt more hydrated. I didn't have any like dry, cracky shit all over my nose like I normally do. And the fact that it is only $25 when I have spent $60 for an IT Cosmetics cream that sucked ass is just amazing to me. This was such a pleasant surprise. Like, I just opened a sample and was like, okay, fuck it, I'll try this. And then I immediately had to go and buy it. Okay, so the last two things that I have to show you are for hair. As you can notice, I started giving a shit about my hair. You know, it is 2019. I'm trying to do new things. I never cared about my hair before I got my extensions. It is just something that was always a tedious task to me. I hated doing anything with it, mostly because I have no volume to my hair. If you've seen any of my past videos, like, my hair just has nothing to it at all. So my extensions help me feel like, okay, if I spend the time curling my hair, it actually makes a difference. Otherwise, I just curled my hair for nothing, because an hour later it would be like really shitty. Anyway, these products are two things that I've been using for my hair that I really love. This is the Unite 7 Seconds Detangler. This is the best detangler in the world. Like, I said it, and I meant it, bitch. This is so good. I have been using this ever since my hairdresser in Miami recommended it to me. I am someone who has dyed my hair a lot, especially when I had blonde hair. My hair was so tangled from all the bleach and the damage, and it was literally taking me 30 minutes to brush my hair. So the two things I did was I got a wet brush, which is also amazing. That should be in this video, but I don't feel like getting up. But I started using a wet brush, and then I started using this, which is just, oh my god. You literally spray a little bit. You don't even need a lot. Leave it in for like 10-15 seconds, or 7 seconds, I guess. And then you brush through your hair, and it is just, I mean, there's no tangles. Especially now that I have extensions, this helps me so much. Like, I would be there brushing my hair for like an hour, bitch. I swear. So if you're someone that spends forever brushing your hair, make your life a million times easier and get this. Last but not least, I wanted to talk about this Batiste dry shampoo, and this is with a hint of color in the color Divine Dark. I have struggled a lot ever since I dyed my hair brown to find a good dry shampoo that didn't leave the residue on my hair. It's very frustrating because almost every dry shampoo, it didn't matter how high-end or whatever it was, would just leave my hair white. I looked crazy. It didn't matter if I brushed it out, it just looked like shit. But then I remembered that Batiste made a dry shampoo that has color in it. So it does actually, I'll spray it right now. Oh! That's cold. Oh shit, that's cold. Ah, was I supposed to do that? As you can see, it has color on it. But when you put it on brunette hair, like a color like mine, you just don't notice it's there. It does the same thing that the other Batiste dry shampoos do. Like, if you've tried any Batiste dry shampoo, you probably know it's a nice formula. It's very affordable. But in case you didn't know, they have one for brunettes. So if you're struggling like me with a bunch of fucking residue in your hair and you look like you have chronic dandruff, then you can get this. Just to warn you, when you shower, brown will come out of your hair. I fucking lost my shit the first time that happened. I thought my whole hair color was falling out. I thought it was gonna be blonde when I got out of the shower. Like, I didn't know what was happening, but it's just the dry shampoo washing out, okay? Anyway, that's pretty much it for today's video. I'm not sure if anybody even watches favorite videos anymore. I'm just trying to let you know what I like. I talk a lot about what I don't like, so I thought it would be a nice change. I thought we could be positive for once. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye!